On June 25th, the Delhi High Court annulled the trial court's order granting bail to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with the Delhi excise policy scam. Now, this case is currently being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate, or the ED, as well as the Central Bureau of Investigation, or the CBI in India. Justice Sudhir Kumar Jain criticized the trial court for its handling of the case, stating that the court did not properly consider the evidence that was presented by the ED and also failed to give the ED a fair shot to argue the case. Justice Jain remarked, and I quote, "The trial court's observation that voluminous material cannot be considered is unjustified and also indicates a lack of proper consideration of the evidence." On June 20th, a vacation bench of the trial court had granted bail to Kejriwal, but this decision was contested in the High Court by the ED, which sought a stay on the bail order. The High Court noted that the trial court did not adequately address the twin conditions for bail under Section 45 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The High Court stated, and I quote, "There is a strong argument that the vacation judge did not properly deliberate on the twin conditions of Section 45. This court believes Section 45 was not thoroughly discussed by this trial court." Now, in addition to this, the High Court also criticized the trial court for incorrectly finding malefides on the part of the ED, referencing a previous High Court order that rejected Kejriwal's claim of malefides. Justice Jain commented, and I quote, "The trial court should not have made findings contrary to those of the High Court." The trial court had actually granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal with a bail bond of 1 lakh rupees. A special judge had noted that the Enforcement Directorate, or ED, failed to provide direct evidence linking Kejriwal to the crime proceeds and did not demonstrate that another accused, 𝗣𝗚𝘅 acted on Kejriwal's behalf. However, the ED contended that Kejriwal was a part of a conspiracy to manipulate the Delhi excise policy for 2021-22 to benefit liquor sellers, and claimed that kickbacks from the sellers were used by the Aam Aadmi Party in the Goa state elections campaign. Now, Kejriwal challenged the Delhi High Court's interim stay in the Supreme Court on June 24th. The Supreme Court called the stay order unusual, but decided to wait for the High Court's final order. The Supreme Court will hear this matter on June 26th, so this is ongoing here. Arvind Kejriwal was arrested back in March, on March 21st, in the Delhi excise policy scam case after failing to appear at the ED office for questioning on 9 occasions. The ED's notices to appear were ignored by Kejriwal and were contested in the court. The court questioned why Aam Aadmi Party was not made a party in the matter and also refused to grant any relief to Kejriwal. The ED subsequently questioned Kejriwal at his residence, leading to his arrest. In addition to this, Delhi's former Deputy CM Manish Sisodia is currently in jail regarding the same matter, while Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh has been granted bail. The critics of Arvind Kejriwal argue that his actions have consistently shown a disregard for legal procedures as well as accountability. They also highlight his failure to appear for questioning by the ED as indicative of evasion on 9 separate counts and non-cooperation. Critics also point out to the broader allegations of corruption within his administration, suggesting that the Delhi excise policy was manipulated to benefit specific liquor sellers in exchange for kickbacks, which were allegedly used to fund election campaigns. They argue that this case exemplifies a pattern of corruption and misuse of power under Kejriwal's leadership consistently. On the other hand, supporters of Arvind Kejriwal defend him as a victim of political vendettas, asserting that the charges against him are a part of a larger strategy to undermine his government as well as discredit his anti-corruption stance. Proponents also argue that the investigations by the ED and the CBI are politically motivated, aiming to stifle opposition. Proponents emphasize that Kejriwal's record of governance, including his efforts to improve public services in Delhi, such as healthcare as well as education, are good. They believe that the allegations lack substantial evidence and are designed to distract him from his administration's achievements as well as reform initiatives. Now, these contrasting views on Kejriwal in Delhi underscore the contentious nature of his political career overall and the deep divisions in public opinion regarding his leadership as well as his integrity. This is not the first time Kejriwal has faced allegations of impropriety. In the past, he has been called out for various controversies, including accusations of misuse of public funds and questions about his party's internal democracy. Despite these challenges, Kejriwal has maintained a significant support base, particularly in Delhi, where his policies on education, healthcare, and public welfare have obviously garnered votes and praise. As the legal proceedings continue, the forthcoming decisions by the higher courts will likely have significant implications for his political future as well as the governance of Delhi. The outcome will also influence the public's perception of his administration as well as its commitment to transparency and accountability, which we've not seen so far. Whether viewed as a reformist leader or a controversial figure, Arvind Kejriwal's actions and the judicial scrutiny they invite remain pivotal in shaping the political landscape of Delhi in the coming days. What do you think about Arvind Kejriwal and the future of the Aam Aadmi Party? Leave your comments below. I really want to know them. For PGurus, this is Priyanka Deo signing off. Namaste.